And we'll roll the old printing press along. We'll roll the old printing press along. We'll roll the old printing press along, and we'll all hang out in kind. Howdy, folks, it's Johan, your favorite little ink blob, back at it today, starting off with just a little bit of Celeste. How's it going? Should be sleeping? Honestly, shouldn't we all be sleeping all the time? Just get finally enough rest in our lives. No. Welcome in. Glad to see you here. Thank you for giving up a little bit of sleep to say hi. And welcome in, Essie. Welcome in, Pug. Oh, that's always the case, Essie, because for switching stuff, and being able to switch things quickly and bring up our little Wikipedia looks, we stream Indeed the Window. Always has been. Early on, like very early Johan streams, it was indeed the game, just the game window, but once I'm like, oh, we're switching games and whatnot, it's just easier to not bother. How did you even see that? Because the edge of the screen just has a little bit peeking out. For some reason, the like default Celeste full screen isn't actually full screen, which is why every time I start it up, I need to interesting. Every time I start it up, I need to okay, so we can idle there for a moment. It doesn't like fully full screen, so I have to put it full screen and then windowed full screen, and then it's like this where it actually works. Yeah, it's weird and goofy. Celeste was weird because I remember there were some issues the first time I ever tried playing it. Not on stream, just on my own. It had issues where hold up one moment. Boop boop boop. What is it? I basically had to change the way, yeah, so it's running with OpenGL, which I'm gonna be fully honest, despite having a comp sci major, I have no understanding of what OpenGL is. I think it's something about like how it's compiled at runtime. So strange, but we live with it. So there's obviously some sort of strange little compatibility issue, but we're living. We're able to play the game, which is most of what matters, so having a good time. Boop. So we want to go 1, 2, idle here, which we then have more accessibility for getting to that third one. I'm just having issues, but hey, we did that, so then we just need to get to the fourth. See, one step at a time. It didn't cost me a dime. Blah. Compatibility shenanigans, indeed. One of the best parts of computers. Printing press along, indeed. Welcome in, Uno. And we'll roll the old printing press along. So that seems doable if we do an upright, but I just need to allow myself to hang loose for a little longer. Waha! Oh, interesting. Okay. Why not a short? Because unfortunately, I don't believe English has the word a short. But, man, that actually sounds kind of fun. Love trying to make a joke for the current topic, but then having it be late because I don't know how to spell shenanigans. No, shenanigans is a weird word. There's a lot of, so shenanigans, I like chicanery is another good one. Yeah, there's just a lot of the words that mean, like, absolute goofing are themselves absolutely goofy to spell. See, now, I will say, this is the type of room where I actually would like some binoculars. I would like to be able to look into a skull. Because I don't know what to do on this fourth platform. But I guess we'll find out. Boop! Ah, we do that, maybe? Oh, that's actually not that far. Don't you love when you download a file called Baba Is You Remake, someone jokingly tells you to scan it on VirusTotal and it has 50 plus detections? Not something that I can personally relate to an awful lot, but I'm glad that they told you to, because, dear lord. We love malware. Interesting. So, jumping from the platform onto the platform does allow us to go a little further, but I don't see the timing. I don't see the timing that we need to make it over one more. So, okay, there we go. This many clicks away from passwords going boom. Well, hey. I mean, what? Oh, I guess, yeah, like a keylogger or whatnot. What? It's just like, wait, are you storing your passwords? Wow. Johan, on a Wednesday night. That is one of the 2 times we go. Welcome in, Tim. How's it going? Unfortunately, I did see that, I think you streamed today, or, wait, no. Suddenly wondering if that was maybe from yesterday, but I saw a notification, but you were, no power makes it tough. You did, okay, yeah. That was when I was still out of power. But hey, glad you're doing good. Welcome in. We're just doing a little bit of Celeste and then a little bit of Rainworld since I had to get started very late. Stream spooky horror game? Oh no! Would have loved to catch some of that. How was the game? Whoa. Oop. Ah. Stealers are so common nowadays? Oh, so, okay, but like, I mean, how are you storing them that they're going to steal them? I mean, presumably a keylogger or something. You got scared? Ayy. That is somewhat the point of a horror game, I think. I don't know. I typically play them because a lot of times they're an interesting place for thoughts. Help, you're suffering? Oh no, what's wrong? Welcome in, Carsey. Can't stay very long bedtime? No worries, that's kind of what I figured, because like, I'm getting started quite late. Your village is dying. Oh no! And hey, welcome in, Jammer. Yeah, no, we enjoy any amount of your lovely face that we get to see. This is true of any chatter that comes in. I'm slowly going insane trying to get something I'm making for the Troll Pack to work because it uses a lot of trig. Ugh. Trig is... I find trig very fun, but yeah, it can be a bit of a headache. Dear goodness. I do remember though, like the first time that I learned anything about trig and I realized, oh, like you can use that to like figure out how tall something is based on a shadow and whatnot, I went, yo, this is the most impractical yet practical application of math I have ever come across. Hello, welcome in, Nobo. So instead of feeding everyone, I decide to export them and get some robots. Perfectly normal. Yes. Yes, Nobo. Don't worry about it. Always the least terrifying phrase that someone can say. Especially when it's Pug, referring to doing some sort of Baba creation. Trash content farm games. Like, when you say farm games, like Stardew Valley, they're okay. Hey, that was good. We figured out a thing. So we need to fall enough and then upright dash. Have you seen that one anime character? Oh yes, Luce, the one, the anime-esque mascot for the whatever Jubilee year. Because, yes, they're adorable. And did you know that they have friends? It's not just Luce. There's like a whole cadre of cute little Catholic anime characters. Not a sentence that I would have, not a sentence I thought I would have uttered in this lifetime. Okay, hold up. We'll take a moment. Not been here longer than 5 minutes and uBlock is already 100 ads blocked on a single website. Dear God. Trash content farm games. I see, I see. Luce and Friends. Catholic News Agency? Come on. Yeah! Okay, open image and new tab. So this is from the Catholic News Agency website. Boop! Look at this! I don't know all of their names, but they've got a bunch of different names. Yeah, they're really cute. Like, I think we've made it clear in the past. I'm not a particularly religious person, but like I am a sucker for like good design and iconography. So like all of the design thoughts put into Luce, like it's really cute pilgrimage stuff, and I do vibe with pilgrimage. But yeah, no, there's a whole little group, which it's genius. Like I have to give massive props to the Catholic Church for figuring out, hey, what if we made really cute mascots that will 100% get attention? So yeah, first discovered them due to faith. Faith taught. Oh, the as in the Cricketosh faith. A stick figure? Oh. Huh. Oh, so the name Robert appeared in your math textbook? Dun dun dun. But yeah, so just very cute little characters. I'm fully in support of the animeification of of religious mascots. Blasphemy 10 out of 10. But yeah, no, so there you go. If you had not known, Luce has friends. It's very cute. It's very funny. I've got a Discord channel with a couple of friends who are all like good artists, do a lot of awesome creative stuff, and love combing through various websites for art and posting it, which is super cool because I do not pay that much attention to art in a lot of ways. Woohoo! Like it's something where if someone shows it to me, I appreciate it, but I'm not like actively seeking it out a lot in my life because I do try and make a little art, but I'm very bad at it. They love to look at stuff and like see a whole bunch about style and dissect it. So I basically never contribute anything to the channel, but I went through and found a bunch of Luce art, which was very fun. I'm like, yay, I actually have something to contribute for once. Woohoo! Oh, so probably crouch there? Vroom. Well, that was just sad. We go here. Boop. So here. Oh, okay, I guess we can jump over. Boop, dies. I mean, is that not the way of booping most things? Ah! Oh no. Okay, so we're sort of ascending stairs there. Yeah, this is interesting. So we're just having to sort of swap between the layers. Huh. But yeah, I feel like there are a number of things where if you boop them, you die, so I think it's reasonable. Also in math class, we had to correct an exercise about maximizing the volume of a box given a certain area. And one student asked, why does it matter if there is no lid? Specified there was no lid. Isn't the volume the same? And instead of the teacher answering their question, the entire class went, no actually, and I, yes, me, managed to solve their doubt? Nice! Oh, that's fun. Because yeah, like, if a liquid, just because there's no lid, if the liquid overspills, you still have a problem. Oh, look how in alignment those all are. Oh dear god. Yeah, auto-scrollers do indeed go burr, but it creates interesting dynamics. Hey! So at some point, he looked at the teacher and went, no, you guys keep explaining. Oh, that's great. It's great when the students take over the class. I did that in a number of my classes. No lid means more volume because surface tension? I suppose, technically, but I would not call that the volume of the container, because that's an inconsistent quality based, because there's different amounts of surface tension for different liquids, so... actually that would be an inconsistent thing when talking about the concept of volume. Fun fact, Johan, Windows 11 passwords are so easy to crack. I mean, okay. I'm not super familiar with that, but I'm willing to believe you. Ah, so we want to... Oh, so what if we... No! So, okay, I can't tell if we want to do that first. Yes. Oh, but we need to go down and grab the side. Ugh! Watched a video? Well, everything that we hear on the internet is true. The volume of said box is about 0 decibels. At its base state, most likely, yes. The volume of the container, well, then you need to know its walls' thickness. True. I suppose, technically. Ugh! Oh, that was graphic. Okay, then calculate the maximum volume of a box with a square base, no lid, and whose entire area outside surface adds up to 108 square meters. Square base? Are the walls also square, or... Hold up. Oh wait, no, we don't need to know that. Hold up, so, 108 square meters? Oh, it's been... Oh, no, see, oh, you're mentally sniping me. Because, yeah, so base, so 108 square meters, so it's going to be... So it's x squared plus 4x? Wait, no. X squared plus 4x times y. Oh god, yeah, this is a system of equations, and it's been a very long time since I've done that. Right, because so you need to figure out so you put everything in terms of the side length of the square base. So it's going to be like x squared gets you is the term for the square, and then 4x because that's going to have 4 sides with one of the lengths being x, and then multiply each of those sides by y. So x squared plus 4xy. Yeah, 4l times h plus l squared equals 108. Yeah. Hey, welcome in, AkuD&D. Sorry, we've been asked a math problem, which is apparently a very good way to mentally snipe people in this chat. Boop. Bum-ba-dum. Oh, that was not great. Okay, so we'll need to figure that one out more. Area of each side is 100 minus s squared divided by 4. Yes, that would be a way, because that's just rearranging the equation. Wait, no, it wouldn't just be divided by 4, right? It would need to be divided by 4 times the length. Oh wait, no, because you're saying area of each side. Yes, no, you're right. So, we would need to, but we still need to get the system of equations to work out. It's been forever since I've done a system of equations problem. You like math? Perfect. X for the bottom, and then y for the altitude. Oh yeah, for the base, and then y for the altitude. Area equals x squared plus 4xy equals 108. Okay, I'm feeling good. It's been years since I've done one of these problems, and I at least remembered how to get the equation, even though I don't remember quite how to solve it. And the volume, which you need to maximize, is x squared times y. Yeah, since one side of each side of the box is known to be s, the other side is 10 minus s squared divided by 4s. Right, yes, that is for the side length. Hey, yes, indeed, a live on. Welcome in, Robert. We're doing math, everyone's favorite. Oh, oh, oh. Wow, why am I not getting the right bounce there? Storby? Welcome in, Rusted Heretic. How are you doing? Yes, Forb to the Reckoning. We love the orb. So, 108s minus s cubed over 4. Wait, for the volume. Okay, hold up. So, since since one side of each side of the box, we're trying to figure out a system of equations to solve for a box who has no lid, an area of a surface area of 108 square meters. What everything is going to be. This is lovely math review with Johan time. So since one side of each side of the box is known to be s, the other is 10 minus s squared divided by 4s. Yes, I do agree with that. So the volume of the box is right. So okay, so we're substituting that. So s squared times 108 minus s squared divided by 4s. Yes. Okay. Yes. This is a problem that Nobo had in a math class. It's not even homework. This is just us talking math. Yes, trying to maximize volume. But I mean, the thing is, if you've already got a fixed surface area and you know, oh wait. Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, it is still a maximization problem. That's why I was trying to solve it like a system of equations, but that's not because, right, we're trying to maximize it, so we need to, yeah, we need to actually do something for that. Oh, okay, so this is getting into calc? It's, oh man. Funnily enough, even though that's been less time, less is retained. Volume maxing, hell yeah. Boop. Calculus, jump scare. No, that's... okay. Calculus was something that I took as, like, an 8 a.m. class, my first year of college, which, oh boy. Oh boy. Let me heartily suggest not taking calculus as the first thing you do in the morning, 5 days a week. It was the only time it was available. But yeah, it's a bit. Oh, interesting. So if we could swap to the other side, that would be a great idea for you. Is your calculus better in the mornings? Sounds like a fun way to wake up. It was fun, purely from the perspective of I had that class with a friend who was very, shall we say, willing to antagonize the professor, and a professor who was very, very happy to put up with it. That poor man had to put up with so many shenanigans. What we ended up doing to try and keep ourselves, like, functional is, so first off, many of you would hate, you know how like when people are sitting in a classroom, they have a tendency to like pick certain seats if they aren't assigned, and they sort of like self-assign seats because we like routine. Well, routine is the bane of being awake, in my opinion. So, we would just switch seats occasionally, like the little devils that we were. Okay, we need to figure that one out better. But so we would do that to keep people on their toes. And then every morning we came up with a like personal question to ask the professor, which we recorded all of the answers for. And at the end of the year, when we were taking our final for the class, we quizzed him. Like we came in the night before because we had access to the classroom, and we wrote out, God, it's like probably 60, 70 questions on the whiteboard, where he had to take his best guess at the answers that he himself had given over the course of the year for each of these things, which ranged from like, what's your favorite color, to like, if you were facing down a galloping centaur, and you had 3 weapons, what would you do? I don't think that was an actual question. They're still written down somewhere. But it was a very delightful time. And through that we actually learned, fascinating person, had synesthesia, where text, including numbers, would appear in various colors, which is part of why he liked math. That was one of the questions we asked. It's like, you know, did that have anything to do with you getting into mathematics? And yeah, apparently because the colors of, you know, math equations looked really pretty when they've got a whole bunch of like innate colors. But what was especially interesting to me is he also knew a bit of Russian, native English speaker, also spoke some Russian, and we were really curious what, how that was affected by the synesthesia. And it turns out that because, there's, what? Oh, I wonder, if we crawl there, maybe. Turns out that with the synesthesia, the Cyrillic characters that mapped well to English sounds had the same color as the English letters that went to those sounds. But the ones that were new didn't have a color, if I remember correctly. So basically, it's something where onboarding new concepts didn't work with the synesthesia, which I thought was very interesting, and I would be very curious to see what that means about, you know, like, what that means for people who are, like, learning a second language that has a different alphabet and whatnot. I've not been ignoring the math going on in chat. Sorry, I just was trying to get the story out. But yeah, I don't know. Brains be funky, quite neat. But yeah, man, it's been a long time since I've done a derivative. Because I need to actually review calculus. 108 minus 3x squared divided by 4. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I went to the classroom assignment to look up the derivative up because I'm not doing this at 10 p.m. And you make v, v not prime, but the v with a tick x is equal to 0 to calculate where the maximum is. Then you check it's actually the maximum. You never know, right? Because sometimes you can hit like a local maximum, right? Then at that maximum, you have the value of x, which you replace to get y. In this case, the answer is x equals 6 and y equals 3. Negative 6 and 6. Okay. God, it's been a very long time because I remember very roughly that for a derivative, you take the exponent, turn it into a oh wow, I can't even remember the name, but you turn it, you take the exponent, the value of the exponent becomes something that you multiply the variable by, and then you reduce the exponent by 1, something along those lines, which I hate. I hate that that's what I remember because I don't have a great intuition for why that is. I remember in pre-calc at one point, we did something with that, but recall the product? No, it's not the product, is it? Product is the answer to a multiplication problem. d over dx of x to the power of n is n times x to the power of n minus 1. Yeah. Too much math, you're leaving? Sorry. It's interesting to review. Oh, so what we did doesn't work. Maybe? Oh, if I could neutral jump there, though. Power rule. Okay. Also, welcome in, Tesla Coil. How it goes? Because the derivative describes how the function No. I remember what derivatives do. That math is not intuitive to me. What? What is the question? It's not really a question. I'm not going to be able to onboard it. I'm not going to be able to onboard it while Celesting. it's been a number of years since I looked at basically a proof of why that is how we make a derivative work. I remember there's some stuff because it gets into like limits, and limits have also been something. I need to review this on my own at some point. Or the derivative is positive, the function is right. No, I remember what derivatives do. Same with integrals. This chat is so derivative right now. Ayo, very nice Tesla Coil. Is it given a surface area? Right, it's given a 108 square meter surface area of a box that has a square bottom and then no lid. What is the maximum volume? Boop, boop, boop. Derivatives like the lingo map? Oh god, is there a calculus-based lingo map? That sounds uniquely miserable. Optimization. No, phew. Whew. I was ready to be trembling in fear. So, okay, so we can do this. There's no lid, the volume is technically 0. No, because you can still fill it. That combines different maps into one map. I see, gotcha. Okay. Hey, welcome in, Corker900. How's it going? 4 Bs? That's a lot of Bs. It is indeed, but we do enjoy a good forb. Boop. Topologist small. Wow, that should not have got me that bad. Very nice. Poor topologists, making their weird little donuts. Really cool, you remember playtesting for it? Oh, neat. So, yeah, I mean, combining a bunch of lingo concepts into one seems quite cool. Oh, no, I did do it wrong. Whoa. So, we need this one to ride all the way up. Okay. So, we need to ride this one all the way up. So, we've actually gotten a decent chunk of it. We just need to allow it to stay centered, so that means that we need to be better about this chunk. Man, so we need to swap sides. That's rough. So, it seems that the maximum volume is 108 cubic meters at side length of 6 meters. Oh, interesting that the volume and surface area end up being the same. Why don't you remove the top block? Well, no, I mean, like, yes, we can do something along those lines, but, like, that works. I only had the timing work out by removing the top block before once. But, so there, we need to somehow figure out a way to swap over, which is, Ah, yes, we love Desmos. Desmos finicking is great. How far am I into Celeste, by the way? This is as far as I have been. So 4B, we've looked at Farewell at, or no, wait, hold up. We've looked at something to know that I think Farewell requires all of the B-sides, or do I have that wrong? Does it only require the A-sides? It's been a little bit. But basically, we're trying to get through all of the B-sides before we do Farewell, is the plan. So, this is, we have done, so we've done 1A through 8A, and we've done, 1B through 3B, and are currently on 4B. You'll find out this is true. Boop. Yeah, no, it's I'm very much looking forward to Farewell, because one of the things that I've really enjoyed about this game is how much, like, it seems I like the story. There's some interesting thoughts, but it sure does exist. But yeah, I am more than a little terrified about this. And this very stupid idea. What if I defined primes to the first decimal? Huh? Wait, what? So if they're evenly split by, so if you can evenly divide something into the decimal, Celeste net for Farewell? Maybe? How does that, I have the sneaking suspicion there's going to be more dialogue in that. Would that interrupt things, or? I actually didn't talk anything about that. I just wanted to do B-sides before Farewell? Gotcha. Nope, it would not interrupt? Well then maybe. That could actually be a fun sort of send-off. You don't think Celeste? I didn't know, because I don't know how a single-player game handles multiplayer dialogue. CelesteNet chat is at bottom left. Huh. Pixel C Media Player, I'd rather not, thank you very much. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Okay, yeah, we could look at that. Because, like, generally speaking, I like to do the stuff single player first through, but that could be fun. That was silly. Cutscenes are local. Alright. So if you want to maximize the volume of a box with a square base, no top and a surface area of 108 square meters, you need a 6 meter by 6 meter by 3 meter box, which has a volume of 108 cubic meters. Well, hey! Now we know! So who's gonna go out and make the giant box? Yeah. So, okay, this is me trying the same thing over and over again and not seeing a whole lot of success here. Boop. But we need to get onto the... Because this does not work. We die. So we need to be left side and then go over to the right side. What are you struggling with? Oh, just basic puzzle solving. Basically, I see how to do this. And then we need to get over to the other side. Game, indeed. So it's basically, it's this little, like, crossover section. Because we go up here. Oh, wait, actually, oh, dough. That's how we do it. We just need to cling closer to the top so we can run across. Blah. Yep. Look, Johan has never claimed to be good with spatial reasoning. Instead of checking the divisors of a number using whole numbers, you use numbers up to the first decimal place, so like 0.5, and accept as valid answers numbers that only have one decimal. With this definition, 1 has a factor as factors, 0.1, 0.2. Well, right, because you're just bumping things over, right? So it's essentially starting at 10 is the only difference in counting the primes, so that 1 is 10, and then like 17. So go, but yeah, then you need to go down to like, so 0.1 would be the first prime, I think is what you were saying with that. Oh no, I mean, it's just a shift of 10, right? And we will hydrate, thank you, Robert. Celeste is more like single player, but you can see each other. Gotcha. To get to the other side, just jump on top of the box and run across. Oh, I thought it was going to be a... Well, why did the Johan want to cross the box? To get to the other side. Turns out it's not just a shift of 10. Oh, interesting. Okay. I am intrigued, then. Boop. Just give the box a little hug. 2 shifts when multiplicative. Oh, that... No. That is fair. Whoop. Wait a moment. Okay, so... Boop. We go here. To the left, to the left, to the left. Wait, nope. Mistakes were made. Time for a race. With the Celeste net. Little feetsies, run! Run, little feetsies! No! Wait! Okay, so, oh man, so we need to bounce on those clouds to get rid of that one first. Whoo boy! No! The box! That's how you put Celeste in a box. Opinions on baubles. I assume that this is from Robert. Step 1, get a box. Step 2, run on top of box. Uh-oh. Step 2, make the box 108 cubic meters. That's fair. I mean, has anyone determined the scale, how big the boxes are in Celeste? Do we have a canonical height for Madeline? Can we go all like game theory and figure out by the pixels how big these boxes are? Oh, a racing mod? Oh, wow. Ooh, multiples of tiles, so this is doable. Yeah, like, is there... I don't know if that's been defined, but I would be unsurprised if it was. Wait, no. That's right, I need to run over. Big? This is fair, Rusted Heretic. Also, I'm blanking. Hello. I don't think I've welcomed you. Welcome in. How goes? Or did I? I'm just embarrassed. Race you? Yeah, no. We've already done races just by pure trust, and that has gone not bueno for me. Ah! Bump, ba-da-ba-ba. I don't know. Yeah, I have not. I don't do a whole lot on the Epic Games Store. Pretty much anything that I'm doing on Epic Games is because it was free, or Rocket League. Boop. Oh, Epic, Steam, and Itch are all moddable. Oh, nice. Boop. Okay, so we're here. Never. I was going to say we're here, never fear, but I guess we should fear. Okay. No! Oh, man! Except for Android. No! Wait, is there even Celeste on Android? Turns out that with this definition, a prime number n would have as factors n, 1, n times 10, 10, n divided by 10, 1/10, and 1 over n. Maybe more, actually, but a prime number up to the first decimal by definition, 7 factors. Wow, okay. Intriguing. In emulate? Okay. Yes, but I'm unsurprised if emulated versions don't have modding support. Boop, boop, boop. Oh wait, no, so we need to keep that there. I haven't done that with Celeste, but I do actually, I've dealt with Android emulators before. They're mostly fine. BlueStacks is a pretty good one that I've used for doing some like mobile games on my laptop. And if you're ever coding for Android, you use Android Studio, which comes with built-in Android emulators. I will say, even as someone who is an Android user and much prefers Android, Swift is really nice. I think the development experience on Apple on iOS is better, but that's just because Swift is a really nice language. Welcome in, Make Mars. How goes? Define the same for the second, third, fourth decimal. Huh. Intriguing. Boop. Okay. Blah. I apparently cannot just fall a little bit. Sigh. So we go here, there we go. We're cruising. We're bruising. We're climbing and thriving. Maybe not. Been a while since caught a stream, yeah. And that is alright. Blah. People have things going on. I have things going on. Sometimes I don't even make it to my own stream. Wait a moment. Boop. Plus, we haven't been doing, so I need to go jump over to the other side so we can get it centered, jump up the clouds, and that, blah. Okay. Last week we did, Lingo Mornings. Boop. Whoa. Apple is so advanced, now I can finally move my apps wherever I want. iOS 18 is so revolutionary, I don't know how no one thought of this yet. Whoa. What do you mean, Microsoft Store? Yeah, no, it's, I have never owned an Apple device. I do not love how locked down they seem to be when I have looked at the possibility. But I had a class where it was entirely coding in Swift, and Swift is really nice. Swift is a really good modern language, and I wish more did stuff like it. But it is not worth it to me to switch from Android to iOS just on the basis of Swift is nice. And the fact that they make it very hard for you to develop for iOS if you don't actually own an iOS device makes me grumpy. That's so good about Swift. I forget a lot of it's been a number of years since I touched it. A lot of it was, oh crap, what was it? Garbage collection was really nice in a way that that Java doesn't do. I forget exactly what it was. Yeah, there was also something really nice about variable names and how they did like guard statements. It was just it was very clean with a lot of the features that I've seen across other languages that I went, man, I wish this language had this other feature. I remember that a lot of times when I went, man, I wish we had this thing. Turns out that Swift had it. No, okay, so that was closer. God, man, I don't want to say exactly how many years since it's been since I've done that, since I try and be inspecific about how old I am, but it's, oh boy. It's been a while since that uni class. Man, okay, so we need to get onto that first cloud. Call me basic, but I'm just a C# fanboy. Well, why wouldn't you then be a Visual Basic fanboy? But Crash. No, yeah, C# is not too terrible. C++ can go burn in a fire. I don't know. It's if I am having to deal with pointers, no, not a fan. Pointers is genuinely my biggest issue with it. You go sleep? All right. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Carsey. Pleasure to have you as always. Honk shoo, honk shoo. Boop. Pointers are just addresses of other. I understand how they work. They're just annoying, at least to me, because I got started with Java and such. What's so hard about that? No, sometimes you need to use pointers. I just don't want to have to use pointers for everything. Also, I like to be able to iterate over my arrays without having to deal with the memory address. Thank you very much. I need to code in Visual Basic 6 exactly once, and that was more than enough. Kind of my feelings on C++. What about C++? Ugh. I think at that point it's just assembly. Boop. You mayhaps playing a certain game that got an Industrial Revolution DLC recently. Oh, yes, sorry, there was a lot of math I skipped over. You did something to all of your workers, Carsey, which I should be terrified about. C tilde? Is that just... I don't even know what joke to make there. It's great for lower level stuff, but application code in C++ gets really gross. Yeah, no, and that's kind of the general trade-off, right? Is the more specific and nitty-gritty you get, the worse it is for building like a higher level application, the better it is for dealing with things where you need to actually like properly optimize. Not to say that more people don't need to optimize their higher level code, because dear lord, there seems to be a lot of bloat. But yeah, no, exactly, right tool for the right job. C++ is, I have never been in a position where I really need to worry about code optimization. So C++ is never, the only times that I have needed to worry about C++ are because I had a class that was about C++. Go soon. I've kind of rushed finishing the art thing. I've been inspired by the idea of Johann scientific lore. Oh dear, okay. Is that a, hey, it's posted, go check Discord? What? Optimize code, please. No, please do. Like, it doesn't need to be perfect, but at least, like, give some consideration to performance. I will be very clear. This is not something that I was actually taught a great deal about, so I am probably a terrible offender, but it is kind of heinous when you actually compare, like, the efficiency of programs nowadays to when what they used to be. Don't want to interrupt, but I do need to go soon. Posting an art channel now? We will absolutely check that. Thank you for very politely asking, because I'm curious. When you're producing something for mass use by people who do not necessarily have the same tech as you. Make it pretty, because if not, it annoys me. But making it pretty absolutely works, but just like giving some consideration to like, do I need to be making this many database calls, or can I make one database call and then process the data afterwards? Like, some of the things I've seen that are like literally pulling so much, they're just like pulling so much network traffic. It's just like, something like that should not be that bad or that hard to do. Oh my god, Pug. Oh my god. I love the texturing on the page. That, oh man, this is so like found notebook. Ink Spirit Type A. All of these spirits look like this. Collectively go by the name Johann. Yellow-colored features does not give any readings besides light. Theorized to be a mimetic effect, though they very SCP. Theorized to be a mimetic effect, though they still appear in recordings. Body composed of any type of ink. Ink does not change structure when taken by a Type A. The ink is being used like a puppet. Oh my god! Oh, that's so good! Showing all of the different eye diagrams, the appearance of the mouth, and yes! No, that's exactly. Could be any type of ink, does not change. It's being puppeteered, absolutely. This is something we've established. Yellow-colored features does not give any readings besides light. It just shines. So, is it something that people are projecting? Oh my god, I love that. Ah! What's Type B? Don't know. We haven't seen yet. And hey, I mean, isn't that smart science? Being aware of things? We'll make soon. If I had to guess, Type B is going to have something to do with either Rohan or the Thief. Yeah, Thief is my guess. You'll see Monday. Oh, I'm super excited. Pug, do I have permission to print this out and put this on my fridge? I know that's local, but like, can I make this physical? Because I think I will. Thank you for the hydrate. We just did Rusted. Delightful. Oh my god, I love this a lot. Like, this is very like, I want this. Maybe wait, it might come back to, okay, alright, I will hold off on that, but I genuinely, I want that like printed out for my, oh my god, thank you, Pug, that's adorable. Also, welcome in, Cynthia. We're doing a little bit more Celeste. I want to try and beat this room, and then we'll probably be switching over to some Rain World. Like, it was still rushed in the span of now in 10 minutes before the stream started. That's super cool. And honestly, like, sketchy stuff like that being kind of rough, I feel like kind of adds to the vibes, but I trust your artistic vision. Thank you, Pug. That's fantastic. I'm delighted. Wah! What? Oh, wait. I've confused myself. That's so good. No, the sketch style is intended? Okay. Okay. I'm curious to see the improvements that he's naked. Look, just because I'm without my pot, I mean, really, wouldn't naked Johann be Johann without the ink? Just want to make the text look better. That's fair. Unplugged Professor? Okay. Then we will check if they are streaming at the end and raid them out. Fantastisch. Pop, pop, pop. You like pointers. They're fun to work with when dealing with scalable structures. Okay. Oh, you started out with C++, so okay, yeah, no. And that's, I think most people, when, whatever language they start out with, they tend to get, you know, that's a comfort zone. I think a decimal, not float number, or a structure that can hold any integer, having the power to allocate new data is really helpful. Yes, this is true. On the fly, not at initialization. Boop. Gotta go? Alright. Thank you, Pog! Fare thee well! Basically taking the lore from the community lore channel and also all the other stuff we've done and trying to shove them together. Yeah, no, that's awesome. Thank you. I'm glad that people are enjoying. That's yay. Farewell, be free, Pug. Go do great things. Boop. Ah, too slow. Dehydrated Johann, I guess, yeah. Genuinely, I do get dehydrated pretty frequently. Part of why we have that. I mean, pointers in general in C++ are an essential part of computing and exist in any programming language in some form. It's hardly fair to say pointers bad. I do not think they are bad in the general sense. I think for almost everything that I have dealt with, they are bad. They are not something that I want to be dealing with. I think forcing someone to engage with them in a language that is ostensibly made for making higher level applications, I think is a bit goofy. But I mean, that's, you know, that's purely on the basis of like, if I had to go harvest every cow when I want to make sausage, I guess that would be more pigs, but you know, it's sort of the, I was going for like how the sausage is made analogy, and that got away from me really quick, but it's sort of the basis of, we try to abstract things, right? So that we're not having to worry about things, about the lower level things. I think they are good to understand on a lower level. Sometimes you need access to that, but there are a lot of times in C++ where it felt like, and maybe that, in fairness, maybe that's just because the classes I was taking were trying to have us use it to make applications that really shouldn't be using C++. Unplugged professor? Oh yeah, okay. Proper spelling of professor. No worries, we got it. Not yet, Nobo. I'm still working on the first volume. What I might end up doing is just like staying after my shift and reading some of the copies that we've got at the library. But we'll see. VMware Workstation Pro is free right now? I did not know that. But I think I still have a copy that I totally legally obtained from my school. Start streaming at about 6 when I end the stream, so 6 so okay. So that would be like 2 hours ahead of me. Okay. They're just hard to work with if you haven't started conceptualizing them early on. Like I understand them conceptually. Like they are not that hard to onboard. It's just, I don't know. There's you get used to 90% of the languages you work with assigning variables in one way, and then you have to deal with it a bit differently, and it's just like, eh. Yeah, now have maybe 2 new March songs. 2 songs now, though. OST is 1 hour and 9. Sick! It groweth. What chapter am I on? I think I'm still only like halfway through chapter 2, because I read it a bit on my break, and then I was conserving phone battery. Or that you had to pay big monies for it. Now it's free. Sick! This is always use contrived examples and assignments because they're not designed to be the best application of the language, they're designed to isolate the lesson content. This is true. Your dumb butt mind thought you could only read chapter 1 of volume 1 for some reason? Oh yeah, no. All of volume 1. Good idea for your 2025 game plan? Sick. Fun fact you learned from Wordle. Huh. Polish is the 2nd most popular language in Iceland. Weird. Why have we so many programming languages? Why not merge them all into one good one? Because it would not be one good one. That is like asking why a blacksmith has so many tools. Why not just make one good tool? Because sometimes you need specialty tools for specialty tasks. Soon you'll see him, my favorite character. Yes. One of your favorite side projects was creating a string class from scratch. Really advanced your usage of them. I can see that. What was your opinion on the music thing you sent last stream? The music thing that you sent at the end, I have not listened to it yet. I also haven't listened to the thing that Nobu sent right above it. Yeah, no, because Tuesday was a busy day at work, and we were spending most of the day prepping, because the reason why I started streaming late today is because power outages. We are having some big stormy boyos, so needed to be a lot less active on stuff. Duck Song 5, I have not listened to that either. Although I'm terrified at the concept of further Duck Song. Boop. Ah. No, I've gotten into my talking rhythm and lost the gaming rhythm. This is fine. That's at least what I'm here for. But it's the final one? That's still... I feel like 1 was too many at some point. Alright. No worries. Enjoy your lesson, Cynthia. And let's never worry about how long or short 1 is staying, because this is a stream for fun that we all get to hang out when we have time and availability. I try and schedule it, which I'll admit, schedules? Stressful. but try and schedule it so that we can all plan it. But that's about the extent of commitment that's required. Was I about to say Finthia? I don't think so, but maybe? Sometimes my brain does strange things. But yeah, enjoy the lesson. Bum, bum, bum. Even higher level languages that obfuscate how they use pointers, you still have to understand how they work. Like, you really need to understand the difference between the value types and reference types in C# for a lot of reasons. Same thing with Java, right? Like, it's why if you pass an array to a function, you're not... If you just pass the array, it's not actually going to affect the array in place, right? Unless you pass the reference and such. Bye! Yeah, it's like, understanding them, I think, makes total sense. Just... Don't make me engage with that. Part of code is building tools so that you don't have to worry about some of the lower level stuff. Sometimes you need that accessibility, which is not bad to have, but trying to like jam that in, I don't know. It's just assembly to make it easier. People can make programs to translate understandable things into assembly, but someone on the other side of the planet had the same. I mean, yeah, kinda. That's I don't know if I 100% agree with that, as like assembly being the combination of all the languages, because assembly is just the sort of the basic. But even then there's, I think, different assembly languages. It's binary is really that, like, that is the most basic thing. You then have different assembly languages that are there to help translate between person and computer, and then you build higher level languages on top of that, because assembly is weird to think about as a human. C++ as a mid-level language does its job well of providing higher-level constructs without pigeonhole. No, and that's... It seems like a good in-between language. Like, it's better than assembly for stuff, but not if you're just, like, building a web app, don't... Or a simple desktop app. Like, don't... You're probably fine using a higher-level language. But yeah, no, I think mid-level language is a good way of describing it. Classic Windows installer, welcome to the VMware Workstation Pro Setup Wizard. Whee! Now you need to export uranium? Concern? I tend to read terms and conditions. Arrays are value types in Java? That feels not right, but would hardly be the weirdest thing about Java. It's been a little while. I've been doing JavaScript more recently, but I believe so, because when you pass an array to a function, it gets you a copy of the array, and then you have to return and save it to that. I'm fairly certain, unless I forgot, array, Java, value, or reference. Yeah, okay, yeah. Stack Overflow. Are arrays passed by value or passed by reference in Java? Arrays are not a primitive type, but they're not objects either, is what this person is saying. But yeah, everything in Java is passed by value. Because you can pass a reference value to the array, but if you're doing the if you pass an array to the other method, actually the reference to that array is copied. Any changes in the content of the array through that reference will affect the original, but changing the reference to point to a new array will not change the existing. Oh, so I got that. Man, it's been long enough. I apparently flipped that around. So okay, so it will. Okay, never mind. I'm talking out my butt, apparently. Wow. No, that's... Man, I really thought it was... the other way around. Because I can remember learning how to specifically pass a reference to an array rather than... But, I'll need to look at that. It's... My coding has been so sporadic recently. Speaking of music, Johan, make your friend on Steam for absolutely no ulterior motive whatsoever. Oh dear, okay. I can send you something on Discord after stream. I just like having the power to finick with the lower level stuff. I want to actually begin integrating C++ with other higher level languages to make actual applications with real GUI. Okay. I mean, like, yeah, I don't think that having that power is bad. I think having that power is good. I guess, for me, it's just literally, it's like, it would be very nice if you could handle them in both ways. I understand that's not generally how languages work. But again, that's the applications I've been using it for. Gotten so used to the print screen that I think my brain has stopped caring about GUI, and I hate that. Oh god, my first ever, like, personal, I'm going to make a project in Java, and it's gonna do a thing. I had a history class where we were learning about the concept of, like, mercantilism as an economic structure. So basically what most of early Europe was doing, which was, hey, we're going to try and, basically export more than we import, and we're going to hoard all of our physical resources. Yay. And our teacher came up with something they called the game of mercantilism, which was just sort of intended to display, like, how it's, like, it's not a very sustainable thing. I had never learned about GUI at that point. GUI, yeah, graphics user interface. But it has GUI. I'm pretty sure that's how most folks refer to it. Yeah, no. I built this entire thing, but I never realized that if you just, like, make the Java program and then export it as a jar file, I did not realize that that doesn't just, like, open a console window. So that was a little goofy. So I don't think I ever actually updated that, but could be fun to go back and actually make it like a user interface. Say GUI for the funny. It's not that bad. I mean, like, if you think of it as, like, GUI as in the texture, yeah, that's whack, but... So, like, we have informatic class. In our book, we have C++ and Python both in there, but your teacher insists on teaching us the same things in Scratch for the 4th year since C++ and Python are too complicated? Oh, F off with that. Like, okay, I think Scratch is a really impressive thing for teaching people the basics of computing logic, right? Funnily enough, I would look at Scratch and Baba Is You, as, like, being very similar in, like, their utility cases, in my opinion. I mean, like, Baba has more of just, like, being a game, but, like, Scratch is neat. It's not good for any, like, bigger projects, but it's neat. The fact that the teacher thinks that it's too complicated to have you guys work in other things, though, is kind of ridiculous. Because I remember my first exposure to programming was a combined Java and Scratch, like, 1-week coding camp. And I did Scratch for a day, and then they showed us Java, and I went, I am never looking back. VirtualBox and VMware, woohoo! Yeah, there was recently a remake of Ranma 1/2 or 1/2, which is a very old anime about this boy who, whenever gets touched by cold or hot water, they get transformed into a female. Oh, is that the one where it's like a cursed hot spring? I think I have heard of this. Pop, pop, pop. Yeah, okay, nice. Amazing one-night hit tags, 2015 by TGK came from Scratch. Ayo! Your White Whales is making a real calculator with things like roots and powers. Oh, we had to do, I had a high school coding class where one of our, like, main projects was frac calc. So we had to do, like, fraction calculations, which was, it was interesting. That was, like, one of the biggest scale things I'd done in a while. We even did unit tests, which was first time touching that. Boop. While everyone else is dying to try and figure out how to rotate the character by 90 degrees, like I do the task the teacher gives us in 5 minutes. I'm like, what now? Oh, yeah. Oh, so they think Scratch is too complicated because it is too complicated for a number of the students. I see. The joys of public education, or at least educating a large group. And through algorithms are a fun rabbit hole to get into, almost as much as sorting algorithms. Oh dear. Yeah, sorting algorithms are neat. It's funny, I found, while I'm doing my paging job, a lot of times I'm doing something somewhat akin to, like, a binary search. We're trying to figure out, like, oh my god. Oh my god! We got lucky there. What? No! No! Why does that always happen? I was like, oh, we got this! We got this! But okay. Classic like the Pokemon. Oh god, don't remind me. I did indeed let my guard down. Oh, that always happens. Look, as I've said a number of times, I'm secretly a just chatting streamer who happens to be playing games at the same time. Terrible. Alright. Root function and power function makes use of the same base because, you know, yeah. Well, yeah, because you can always represent it as a fraction, or a fractional exponent. Happened to you and you died. So, you're a ghost speaking to us? Dun dun dun. No. I will say, man, I need to spend, like, okay. Weird, like, Johan just, like, talking about life things, but, like, I'm currently trying to figure out a career path for myself, because I enjoy code, but I don't enjoy coding environments these days, like, a lot of the corporate structure, because it feels like it's moved a lot away from, like, problem solving to, documentation, which I like documentation, but not when it gets in the way of just doing things. I've done some internships, not a huge fan, but I like the problem-solving aspect. So I've been thinking possibly like IT. I also enjoy academics, and libraries, obviously. So looking at that. But I also enjoy teaching, so I've been trying to work on that. That's part of why I'm continuing to do volunteer tutoring right now. I need to pick up some more math, is where I was going with this. I'm trying to work on probability and statistics because it's very interesting and it's been a while. And then I want to spin that into linear algebra because I think there's some fascinating stuff there, especially when you get into like quantum computing, which is going to be coming down the pipeline in a little bit. But I have not had enough time because I've been spending so much time trying to figure out how to communicate basic math to people. And reviewing some very goofy things like how to memorize times tables effectively. So, need to work on that. I need to carve out more time in my day. Sorry, that was just like fleeting thought that is probably not that relevant, but saying it out loud so I actually remind myself to go on Khan Academy more. But yeah, we'll probably call that our Celeste for the day because this room will take a while. So we'll switch over to some Rain World. We'll take a little break, switch over to Rain World, and then keep on cruising. But hey, those were, I feel like, some tough rooms, so feel good about that. Yay. GG, thank you. Progress, well, it's because it's tough to write a progress bar that, like, works in a time fashion. Major issue with them is they need more precision, meaning I may have to construct a decimal structure instead of just making use of floats. Oh, for the nth roots. Floats suck. They just do. I respect them, but they cause you so much pain. Yeah. Love rounding errors as well. They're an attempt to maximize skill and precision, which is a very noble cause, but when you just need precision, they cause problems. Want to calculate pi using arctan. Oh god, okay. There might be some March updates coming soon? Hell yeah. Again, once it's December, so I can accept the Christmas update, I will happily look at more March. But yeah, we are going to take a little 3-minute break. We will run ads to disable the pre-roll ads. For anyone new here, that's what we kind of decided on, is we'll take a 3-minute break when we're like swapping games. And then run ads during that. So it's a good reminder to deal with the fact that you have a corporeal form. Weird, sometimes as burdensome as it is, I know. But this is a fantastic opportunity to stand up, stretch, take care of yourself, grab a snack, grab some water, all of that good stuff. If you've got meds and now is an appropriate time to take them, this is a fantastic opportunity to do so. Remember to look outside and remember that there's a lovely world out there, be it day, night, or in the middle of a storm like we've got. There's other things. It's not just the ink blob, and if you've got other things that you need to transition to in your day, this is a fantastic opportunity to do so, because we'll be locked in for another hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours, thereabouts, of Rain World, so obviously it will be so riveting you can't pull yourself away, so be warned. But yeah, no, just remember to take care of yourselves. We'll be back in about 3-ish minutes with some Rain World. Thank y'all, and catch ya on the flip side. Back in a bit. Bye!